everybody. Welcome to the Empressive channel. The 2021 Grammys aired last night, and I do want to talk about the moments that stood out to me, and I also want to talk about the people who won and the people who lost, because I was a little upset about the artists who were snubbed. So we're going to get into that, but before I do, I first want to start off by reviewing some of the performances that I personally found interesting. Starting with Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak recently formed a group together called Silk Sonic, and they performed their latest single, Leave the Door Open. And let me just say this, I was completely blown away. Bruno's vocals are something special. I mean, I had to get up off of my seat when he started singing because he gave me chills. Bruno is actually one of my favorite male vocalists. I don't see a lot of male singers today who's topping Bruno. I'm sorry. There are some out there who aren't as commercially known who could sing as well as Bruno, but when it comes to mainstream artists, there is no male singer who is singing Bruno Mars, and that's on period. I don't want to hear no debates. Bruno is one of the best mainstream singers in the music industry. I said what I said. Now, Anderson .Paak, he did a decent job too. I actually like his voice. I think he complements Bruno very well, and he's a really good musician. I think he and Bruno are definitely going to come with some heat this year. And when they do release their album is going to do well. I think they're going to break records, and they definitely will be topping the charts all year long. Now, another performance that was a highlight for me was Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B's joint performance. I'm first going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. I really enjoyed Megan Thee Stallion's solo performance. Her whole thing was kind of like a scene from the movie Stormy Weather. She had like a vintage 1930s, 1940s look. She stepped out in this bedazzled bodysuit and started performing Body. Now, I will admit, I don't care for the song Body, but I really liked the arrangement. I liked how jazzy it was, and I loved her choreography. She came out very strong. Then she started to perform the Savage remix that she did with Beyonce. And I will say this is kind of where her performance slowed down just a little bit when she transitioned from Body to Savage. She kind of slowed down, but it picked up at the end and she broke out into full choreography, and I thought she killed it. I also thought the dancers killed it, especially the tap dancers at the end. They were actually paying homage to the Nicholas brothers because this was the same tap dance scene that was in the movie Stormy Weather. So I really liked the overall theme. I thought it was very fun, very jazzy, and I thought it was great. Great job on Megan's part. Now on to Cardi B. After Megan performed, Cardi B performed her song Up, and I thought her performance was dope. She actually performed in front of a green screen, and I really liked the effects. It was very bold and flashy and in your face, and it's just the perfect visual for her song Up. Up is a very catchy song, and I like the energy that she brought to the stage when she opened up with this song. If I were to make one critique, I would say that I didn't care for the obvious lip syncing, but overall, I did like her performance of Up. Now, on to the WAP performance. Y'all know that I have a hate relationship with WAP. It's not even just about the lyrical content. The song is just trash. And as far as the performance goes, I wasn't overly impressed. And this performance actually made me notice how stiff Cardi was moving. She looked uncomfortable. She did look uncomfortable, and it seems like she might be going through a body change. Some people speculated that she might be pregnant, and she did put out a tweet that kind of raised speculations. She said, "Sorry guys, I haven't been active today. Last night was a crazy experience, and I got no one to blame but myself. Soon you will see why my body feels destroyed. Up is doing so good, and I'm excited for y'all to see my performance. Tune in." So she posted this tweet, and it made me think that she might be pregnant. I'm not going to say that she is or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if she is, because it would actually explain why she was moving so stiff and sluggish. So if it comes out that she is pregnant, I'll give her an A for effort, because she was doing a lot of movement, and that's not easy to do at all. Now, I will say when Megan stepped on stage, she actually made the WAP performance better. she didn't look as flustered as Cardi B. She had the confidence, she had the command, and her routine was polished. So I think Megan made the performance better, but the performance overall was just okay. It wasn't bad, but it was okay. There was a lot of props and a lot of visuals to kind of make it better than it was, but if those props and visuals weren't there, I think this performance would have been a little bit lackluster. And I thought this bed scene was completely unnecessary. It was just kind of awkward. So I wasn't really here for the WAP performance, but I was here for Cardi and Megan's solo performances. That's what I liked. I like Cardi's performance of Up, and I like Megan's performance of Savage and Body. Now, moving on, I want to talk about the best performances of the night, and these are just my personal favorites. First, starting with Lil Baby. Lil Baby put on a very powerful performance of his Grammy-nominated song, The Bigger Picture. He actually performed outside, and he highlighted police brutality against Black people, and he showed demonstrations of the protests and the social uprising that happened last year. Also, the activist Tamika Mallory made an appearance, and her speaking voice is just so commanding and so convicting. She spoke about the Black struggle in America, and she demanded Joe Biden to stand up for the people. And I like that. I thought that was bold and very necessary. Also, the rapper and activist Killer Mike made an appearance as well, and he was spitting. I loved this whole moment. I loved the performance. It was amazing. It gave me chills, and it was hands down one of my favorite performances of the night. Now, lastly, I want to talk about Doja Cat because I also feel like she had one of the best performances of the night. She had this whole robotic theme going on, and I think this is a theme that she's going to be using for her album Planet Her. Also, I liked her look. Her look was very reminiscent of Janet Jackson's look from the What's It Gonna Be music video. So I thought it was a nice nod to the Queen of Pop. And I have to give props to Doja for killing that choreography. It was so clean. The dance routine was really clean. Not to mention, her mic was on, y'all. It was on. She wasn't lip syncing. She rapped and sang live. And her breath control was amazing. She never skipped a beat. She was in complete control of the stage, and there was a point where she lost herself in the music. You could tell that she really appreciates the art of performing. I love true performers. I love performers who don't need props and don't need visuals to make their performance interesting. All they need is a mic, and they do the job. And Doja did the job. She did a great job. And I like the fact that Doja always switches it up when she performs Say So. She has performed this song several different ways, and it shows how versatile she is as an artist. Doja Cat is really on the brink of becoming the next pop megastar. Whether you like her or not, she's undeniably a star. Now let's talk about some of the winners of the night, because there was a lot of talk about the winners and the people who were snubbed. And I have a few opinions as well, so let's get into it. I first want to talk about the R&B categories because R&B music is my favorite genre. When it came to Best R&B Album, John Legend actually won for his album Bigger Love. And I was actually a little disappointed with that. And this is no shade to John Legend. John Legend is talented, but I feel like they give him these awards because he's the industry darling. And when I say that, I mean he's kind of that artist that the entertainment industry loves. They always invite him to perform. They always award him, so he always gets embraced. But I personally feel like Giveon should have won Best R&B Album for his album Take Time, because that album, in my opinion, was great. So I was a little disappointed that he didn't get Best R&B Album. I was also very disappointed that Chloe and Halle were snubbed in all three of the categories they were nominated in. They were nominated for Best Traditional R&B Performance, and Ledisi actually won that for her song Anything For You. And I'm actually not mad at Ledisi winning because this is Ledisi's first Grammy ever. But I would have also liked to see Chloe and Halle win for their song Wonder What She Thinks of Me, because their vocal performance on that song was amazing. Also, Chloe and Halle were snubbed in the Best R&B Song category. And this is actually where I think they should have won. I think they should have won for their song Do It. That's just my personal opinion, but everybody in this category was deserving, so it was a tough competition. Now, when it comes to Best Progressive R&B, both ChloexHalle and Jhené Aiko were robbed because their albums Ungodly Hour and Chilombo were, in my opinion, some of the best R&B albums in 2020. Now, I didn't get a chance to listen to Robert Glasper's project, so I'm gonna have to go back and listen to his, but I don't think Thundercat deserved to win over Jhené and ChloexHalle. I think ChloexHalle honestly should have won because their album Ungodly Hour was very progressive. Sonically, it was very experimental and different from the other R&B music out there. So I kind of wish ChloexHalle won, but they do have more opportunities to win in the future. So all is not lost. Now let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion because she did win very big last night. She won 3 Grammys. She won a Grammy for Best New Artist, and I think she deserved it. I think both her and Doja deserved it, so I'm satisfied that she won, and I would have been satisfied if Doja won as well. Also, Megan won Best Rap Performance for her song Savage with Beyonce, and I definitely think she deserved to win. She also won Best Rap Song for Savage. This was a pretty tough category because several people deserved it. So I was a little indifferent about Megan winning, but after thinking about it, I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at her winning this award either. The fact that she won 3 Grammys is amazing, and she won 2 Grammys with Beyonce, which is a big deal. And her song with Beyonce actually helped Beyonce make history. Even though Beyonce did not perform, she did show up and she won several awards. She actually won Best Music Video for her song Brown Skin Girl, and her daughter Blue Ivy is featured on this song, and she ended up winning a Grammy as well. And this made Blue Ivy one of the youngest Grammy winners ever, which is a big deal. So congrats to her. Aside from winning Grammys for Savage, Beyonce also won a Grammy for Black Parade. She won Best R&B Performance, and this actually made her the most decorated female artist in Grammys history. She won 28 Grammys in total. So this was actually a great accomplishment for Beyonce, and it was definitely one of the biggest moments of the night. But unfortunately, the Grammys wasn't a great moment for everybody. Doja Cat also was another artist who was snubbed. We already know that she did not win Best New Artist. It actually went to Megan Thee Stallion, which I'm not mad at. Also, she didn't win Record of the Year, and I didn't expect her to win because that is a tough category. But I did expect her to win Best Pop Solo Performance for her song Say So. I think she should have won. The award went to Harry Styles, but honestly, I would have preferred if Doja won the award instead. She definitely should have went home with something because her song Say So was one of the biggest pop records of 2020, and she had a lot of great singles from her album Hot Pink that seemed to be overlooked. So I kind of do believe that Doja was snubbed a little bit, but the Grammys aren't always going to get it right. A lot of times they don't get it right. And a lot of legendary artists don't get acknowledged by the Grammys until years into their career. I'm actually surprised that Nas won his first Grammy last night. He won a Grammy for his album King's Disease, and I think it's great that he won, but it's crazy that it took so long. And it's also crazy that Nicki has never won a Grammy yet. The reason why she hasn't won yet is because she was blackballed by Ken Ehrlich, who was the former head of the Grammys. So she was robbed of her Grammys out of spite. But this comes to show how trifling the Grammys can be sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to end on a positive note and say congratulations to all the winners last night. Tell me what y'all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.